So, welcome. This is going to be a little side project I'm doing. The main point of this little channel is just, little story times and just talking about random topics that I find very interesting to me. And almost like an online diary of sorts, I would say, for my future. So I can just remember these in case I ever forget. So we're just gonna call this one, we'll call this one after what this little video is gonna be about. It's gonna be about memories. I'm gonna keep it on peaceful, and commands can stay on it. This is just for fun. Nothing serious, nothing like weird. This is just gonna be fun and me talking about like random stuff. So today, I want to talk about memories and just honestly how freaking cool they are. Because in all honesty, it is so fascinating how memories like work in general. Like, yeah, I've taken AP Psych. I understand the, biology and all the stuff that happens in the brain when memories are formed. But the thing is, I don't care about that, because the idea of a memory and like how it works and how information is just able to be stored in your brain after years and years, that is just fascinating to me. First story I want to talk about is my first ever memory I have, which is it's when me and my family were down by the river and we were getting a photo taken. And the only memory I have of that time is a small little snapshot of when that photo, like when they were taking the photo, I was posing like a little model I was. And that's like the only memory I have, like the earliest memory I have too. It stands out to me because when that photo was taken, it was the first time I ever broke a bone. I was probably around 3, I would say, 2 or 3, when I broke my arm. And there's another thing. I don't remember how my arm broke, but because I'm able to listen to the stories of my family, they were able to tell me how I broke my arm, which is another great story that I would love to tell people. I was around 2 or 3, and my family went on a little ferry ride around the river in downtown. And me and my dad, we were just relaxing, probably eating food, I'm assuming. And being a little kid, can't talk too well, can't do too much too well. And I needed a refill on my drink. So while my dad was grabbing me a refill for my drink, I apparently stood up onto my chair, started breaking a little dance down, and apparently I fell off my chair. And somehow broke my arm from falling off a chair. And that reminds me of another memory I have. It was another memory with my family, and we were out for dinner. That's what it was. We're out for dinner at a little restaurant, and I was young, probably around 5, I would say. And me being a little numbnut, I was, in my chair, and I was kind of like swinging back and forth or something. I forget what it was exactly, but I was, oh damn it, my axe broke. I was like leaning back or something in my chair, and I leaned back way too far, and I accidentally cracked my head on like my chair. Now, I don't even know how that's possible, in all honesty, now I'm thinking back to it. But, like, I leaned back so far, my head hit the leg of my chair, and then kind of cracked my skull, and I started bleeding. But, like, I kind of remember it, kind of don't. I just remember it happening, then I started crying. But now, it's forever memorialized by the fact that I have a little bald spot on my head. Like, where it hit... Ooh, golden apple. Like, where it hit me. So, ow. And then another one, I was in 2nd grade. This is completely unrelated to everything else. I was in 2nd grade and it was like recess. And, you know, all the kids outside playing, yada, yada, yada. And I had to pee. I had to pee really bad. And I was so socially anxious as a little kid that I could not go up to a teacher and be like, can I come back inside to pee? So instead of, you know, being reasonable and asking a teacher to go in to pee, I started peeing outside in a little wood area, like in the back of this, like recess area, back of the playground. And then I got caught by a teacher. She goes, "Why are you peeing?" And then I think I just hit her with, because I had to pee. Great comeback line. They can't do anything about that. Anyways, the like memories are just so fascinating to me because like with diseases like Alzheimer's, these stories that I have and that like my family have and that my friends have and all these people have, if they don't tell them, or if there's no one around for them to like, if there's no one around when they experience these memories, then once they die, the memories are gone too. These stories are gone. And, you know, once the stories are gone, no one can tell them again. And I feel bad because there's so many great stories I have from like when I was a little jit all the way up until now. There's so many random freaking stories I got. I wish I could just share them all at once. But like, you know how the memories are. You forget something for about like 3 years. And then boom. Comes up out of nowhere. And then next thing you know, you're on a little side tangent. Which is exactly what I'm doing right now. Damn, these houses got fucking nothing in them. Broke ass villagers, swear to God. I'm gonna keep this video relatively short. Not like long, not too short. It's probably not gonna be too edited either. Probably just a few cuts here and there. Okay, little jit. You do you. Ooh, great story. I've told a story to a few friends in the past. Oh, not that many. I was at a little school event and they were selling Girl Scout cookies. And I was probably 13, 12, 13 maybe when this was happening. As a little Mexican boy. So, being a little jit I am, I kind of wanted some Girl Scout cookies because they fucking hit. Too bad. They hit so good, especially when you're a little jit like that. I was heading over and wanted to get me some Girl Scout cookies. The way it was oriented, they had a little stand set up and the line, you grab your cookies and then, you know, they see what you're holding and then charge you accordingly. So, me and my friend were waiting in line and in context, he's a little white boy, so, you know, he's a little special. And we were both holding about like 2 cookies, like 2 boxes of cookies. We grab our cookies and then we head to pay. While he's paying, they tell me to drop my cookies so that way I don't steal them. Me being a little kid, I go, oh yeah, that makes sense. Someone could just run up and yoink, 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 yoink all the freaking cookies out. But then I realized after that my friend was still holding on to his cookies when he was paying. So I went, hold the freaking phone, yo. Did these little white girls, part of the Girl Scout community, think I was about to steal these cookies because I'm Mexican? I told my dad about it because I thought it was kind of funny. And he did not think it was funny at all. He went up to the little Girl Scouts and went, were you fucking racist to my son? And then, you know, the moms had to apologize. But in the end, I technically got free. Holy, another one. I technically got some free cookies in the end because they gave my dad a refund. Anyways, I'll see if I can make an episode tomorrow. And probably just take off from here. I'll come up with some other topic to talk about. But anyways, thank you for listening. This is first of a few entries I'm going to make for this channel. Thank you.